Thanks for Slythering-in. I am Symtherin. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to another speed build in The Sims 4. Actually, we're doing another apartment renovation, which is very rare for me because I feel like now that's about 3 in the last month and a half of apartment renovations I've shared. And if you've been around a while, apartments come and go. Sometimes I feel like doing them, sometimes they just don't work for me. But recently they've been working for me. And today we are inspired by the new kit that came out, the Modern Luxe Kit. We'll talk about some of the items in a little bit, but we're also working on an apartment that I've never renovated before in my life, and that is 121 Hakim House, I think. I'm trying to read it off my screen, but it's a little hard to see where I'm at. The layout here is actually already completed. I did it off camera because I was kind of just playing around just to see if I could come up with something that I might like to try and decorate. And then we did. I think it's pretty similar to the original floor plan that is here. So I guess I can't take too much credit. But it is what it is. And yeah, I was just really inspired by the Modern Luxe Kit because we love new things, don't we? I know I do. This back corner, I already knew I wanted it to be a nice spacious kitchen. We have 1 bedroom in here and an office, but that office, if you choose to, can definitely easily become another bedroom. And you can probably squeeze in a desk and office space somewhere else in this build. But I had to use the new chairs that I just placed down with this dining table from the Modern Luxe Kit. And we're going to see a lot of the new items, like the curtains already, and the rugs and the wallpaper. I think I stick with some of the wallpaper. I'm pretty sure I do. I'm playing around with it now, but I love this kit. I was not entirely sure if this was a kit that was going to be kind of up my alley, and I feel like I do this a lot of times with this pack, with like any new packs really that the Sims team releases. Sometimes I know right off the bat, like cottage living, I was like, yes, I'm going to use these items all the time. But then like the Desert Luxe Kit, and now the Modern Luxe Kit, I was kind of unsure if it was even something that might kind of float my boat. Modern is not something I typically lean towards, but I've enjoyed dabbling in it, and I think it's a really good refresh for me to use more modern interior and elements and stuff in my builds, because when you do the same thing over and over again, it can start feeling a little stale, and sometimes you're like, oh my god, why do all my builds look the same? And it's because you need to switch it up sometimes, you know? So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I know I posted like a room build in my community tab the day after the kit came out because that was my first go at it, but that room really inspired this whole build. I first put the living space here in the corner because I wanted to use the new TV that we got with this kit, which looks like a piece of art, and I absolutely adore it. All the swatches are really pretty, honestly. Even the new wall decor too that you can see I sized up here, gorgeous. But I put this little living room in this corner, but then I zoomed out and I had like all this space elsewhere in the rest of the build that I did not know what to do with, and this giant gorgeous bookshelf wall in the entryway. So I pulled my boyfriend over, as I tend to do, and I was like, I need ideas. What can I do to fix this? Because there's a ton of empty space. And he was like, oh, you can probably put a piano. Maybe this person is a musician, or, you know, or they just really like music as a hobby kind of thing. And I was like, oh, yeah, okay, a musician is good. Grand pianos definitely take up a lot of space. We do have the new like standing pianos that we've been getting, but this build called for a grand piano. So what I did was I moved the living space over to more of the center area of the build apartment so that it takes up more room. I add up another couch, and we put the grand piano in this corner here, which I absolutely think it turned out pretty well. And you will see this soon, but I'm now pulling out the new record player. I adore that record player. I said it when the Basement Treasures kit came out, because we had like those milk crates with the records in them, and I have used milk crates like that to store my few records. I don't have too many. I don't have a huge collection. I have a tiny collection, but I love my record player. So having this in the game is very, very special. Now we don't need to use that giant one from, I'm blanking on which pack it's from. It's either Get Famous or one of those packs. But we don't have to use that, even though I love that retro feel too. But now we have something smaller that all of our Sims can enjoy, no matter what kind of style of home that they're living in. So here we are. I've moved the living room over. I actually used some half walls to kind of separate the couch a little bit. I thought it was a little fun. I don't know, so you guys can let me know what you think about that. And here we're gonna pull out, I thought about the standing piano, but I opted for the grand piano that we got from My Wedding Stories. I felt like the black and browns of this piano really matched the vibe of the space, and I never get to use that piano anyway, so I just needed an excuse. I did put an award up there. Maybe this sim is very accomplished in the piano music world. I can't remember if I actually put guitars around. I did think about it, but I can't remember. We also put in a wine rack over here just because I thought it would be a fun addition. Maybe it would have fit better in the kitchen, but I don't know. I kind of like it here. The kitchen looks very like modern, and the rest of the build looks kind of maybe more industrial modern. But I kind of like the contrast a little bit, so there is that. And I'm trying to add more seating here, but I don't think I add anything. No, I think I actually keep it as is. And we're just using some lighting from the high school years pack, because why not? We want to make everything pop, and yeah, I don't know. I had a lot of fun with this build. We've also got some big announcements from the Sims team as of right now that I am recording this video. And I did say in my last video, I think, that I was thinking we were going to get something announced, and then it happened. And then we had a Behind the Sims live event today, aka yesterday. And it's funny because they keep doing this while I'm off work and on vacation. And I'm not mad or anything, but maybe they need to stop looking at my calendar, because that's a little creepy, Sims. Anyway, in my opinion, there was only really one very important big update and news shared, and then everything else after was kind of underwhelming for me. So what was underwhelming for me was the updates for mobile and free play. I don't play that, and so I'm kind of like, oh, okay, cool. It doesn't pertain to me, you know, and that's fine. But the next was some updates on Project Renee, and it's gonna be free to play, I think free to download. It's gonna coexist alongside Sims 4. So I guess it's technically not even Sims 5. It's just kind of a different way to play. Or like, I don't know, or it's like a one-off kind of thing. It's a little confusing. They did mention like Sims Castaway, so I'm thinking it's kind of like that. It's kind of a spin-off, but I'm like, okay, cool, I'll probably check it out. But they went really like steadfast at the very beginning when they announced a brand new stuff pack. Guys, stuff packs are back. We've got, what is it called? Chef Hustle or something? I really should have my notes. Home Chef Hustle. That's the stuff pack. So There's going to be new kitchen appliances, which I am excited for. And new gameplay features where you can, I'm guessing, be a home chef and make lots of money. Maybe you can start your own bakery, all those good things. So I'm pretty excited for that. And then what else is coming? They announced one neighborly expansion pack. Okay, so they shared their roadmap for the rest of the year. And I don't have any thoughts yet. I've heard people thinking maybe we're getting more apartments, which would be super cool. Can we build our own apartments? I don't know. But what really sparked for me was, and I've mentioned it in another video a while ago, maybe a couple weeks back, that I think game packs are becoming obsolete, kind of like how stuff packs were. But now stuff packs are back. But this is going to be the third expansion pack we get this year. We got the Horse Ranch expansion pack and we got Growing Together in 2023. The last game pack that was released was in June of 2022, and that was the Werewolves game pack. So I think my theory as of right now kind of stands. I was thinking that they're probably kind of dividing the work a little bit. Maybe they're working on smaller types of DLC and packs, like kits, and I guess now stuff packs, and then giving us probably about 3 expansion packs a year so that they can kind of focus more efforts on Project Renee or any other bigger future projects, as Sims 4 is kind of winding down, even though they say that they have a lot in store for The Sims 4. But this is just a theory, of course. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think is the verdict for game packs. Do they have a future? Or are you okay with it? I'm okay with it. I think a lot of the game packs, while they have, even I'm looking at the list, a lot of the game packs have a lot of items that I use pretty frequently, but so do the expansion packs, and I don't know. We'll see. I think as long as the DLCs we get are good quality like they have been, then I'm good, you know? I just keep giving me new stuff, honestly. And back to the build, we have the bedroom here now. And I think I talked completely through The Office, but I actually really liked how The Office came about. But this bedroom also came out pretty good. I managed to get a little fireplace in here and a couple of dressers. This one, I end up merging like one of the clothing racks from high school years in the dresser. I think I'm gonna do it about right now. Yep, there we go. And yeah, so that could be a space where you may want to move a desk into if you get rid of the office. Say your sim here has a kid, starts a family, or you need a roommate to afford rent. I mean, whatever, it's up to you. It's your game. This is in the gallery, and it's a little complicated because I did use some platforms to kind of block off some space because there's a lot of space in this apartment. So you'll just have to add the walls back, and if you want to add the platforms, you don't have to, or you can, you know, edit the apartment and use that space actually, instead of being like me and looking for reasons not to use that space. But yeah, I really like how this apartment came out pretty much. And if you've made it this far in the video, and 1, thank you so much for watching. But 2, I want to also give you guys another special thank you. On September 14th of 2020, I uploaded my very first video to this channel. I can't believe it's been 3 years already. I know I have not been very consistent in the past, but I think we're getting to a good point here. We got a good routine going, or I'm trying, okay? Holiday season's coming up though, and that's the busiest time for work. But I'm not gonna jinx it. I'm just gonna do my best to be prepared. But I wanted to thank all of you who have joined me on this journey. You come in and you comment every video, you like every video, or you just watch even like 2 minutes of every video. It really really means a lot to me, and I really appreciate your support because you guys are the ones who put smiles on my face when I'm feeling like, oh, is this worth it? It's like, what's the future of this? How far are we gonna take it? But then I get one comment. Really, it just takes one for me to just be like, yeah, this is what I want to be doing. I like this, and I like interacting with all of you. So thank you so much for 3 years, and here's to many more. But the bathroom's done now, and I'm gonna let you go because we're gonna take a tour of this build. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Do all the things, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks so much. Bye.